Hello, everybody, and we are here from the Faraos Lyngby set championship. And who do we have?
Asger.
And how did it go?
It did pretty well, I'd say. I came top four, third place.
Yeah, then congratulations, first of all. And what did you play?
I play Ruby Sapphire item version
Okay, interesting.
instead of going pure like most people, I guess.
Yeah, that's the most common one. So,
Yeah.
but let's have a look.
Yeah, of course. I'm just going to show the items first. First, self-explanatory. Possible, it's pretty self-explanatory. You're not playing Ruby Sapphire without it.
That's the key item.
Yeah. 4 ice blocks, incredibly crucial because there's a lot of things like needs to be reduced both in attack and in removal.
It's not many lists that plays for, but I guess with the pure item, it's nice.
It's absolutely crucial. It's one of the most important. 2 Metallic Spheres, mostly just because you sometimes want to have more power and remove some of these smaller characters in a rush game.
And again, a one item cost is bad, I guess.
Yeah. And the same kind of with Ruby, it just gives one extra attack. The only difference is this doesn't sacrifice itself for this. They're fine, but less important, but they're optional and useful because of the Morris package I also play. That's all your one-ups, the one cost. And then some of the most important, Fishbowl Quill. It's the only ramp you have in the entire deck, sadly, but it is arguably one of the best items in the entire deck, and it helps you get to an even playing field fast. And the most broken item in the entire deck, Maurice, you see it, you get it, and you draw, you win. I can't say much than that.
So you would usually mulligan quite hard for it.
Sometimes, depending on the hand, especially the queen, you would maybe have it in hand. But I played a lot of like rush matchups today. Win condition, I'm lucky dime. It's just you win with it or you die with it because you did draw. There's nothing much to it. Characters we play 4 Scuttles, basically your item searcher checks up 4 after an item. Some don't play it, but I feel like it's a mistake because it gives you more and more access to things.
And you usually don't have a 2-drop in the...
We don't really have many other 2-drops that gives you kind of the early game, so this is probably some of the best you get right now. Speaking of 2-drops, I still played 2 queens. I was afraid of early rush decks, and I didn't want to lose to him, so I thought this was the best option, and it actually came up a lot. Sometimes people also just go like questing with this small Cinderella in Steel Song, and you can just play this and punish them for it. So sometimes you just punish the decks without them knowing it. So really strong. Really strong as well as 3 Sisus, really helps you in the early game. Early, mid, or late is just incredible. I really love this card. Sometimes I wish I could play 4, but they're unthinkable. 4 queens. You rest it, checks a 4 after an item. It's incredible, but it's sometimes just really, really slow. And that's the reason I didn't use in this tournament. I think I only activated 4 times, maybe at most.
Yeah.
But when you use it, you get so much value, especially with Morris. It's like the card you want to like start out with when you have Morris on field. 4 Flavisham, best draw in the deck. Nothing to say.
It's Flavisham.
It's incredible. 3 Maui. I sometimes wish I had a 4th one because the fact you can get rid of so many annoying things, and when you ram and you just need that more removal. But it's sometimes really not that as good as it could be because people would just not quest or rest them, and then it's just kind of dead. But it's still strong.
And I guess with the less ramp, you need something a bit earlier than one of the big ones like Be Prepared.
Exactly, but there isn't really any better rush characters than Queen and him, so like that's what we get. My favorite card in the entire day, Sisu. You win when you see him. I feel like I only lost some of my games because I didn't see him at all, or see him enough. So like, incredible card. Second win condition, especially in this deck, was Tamatoa. You win most time when you get it on the field, or at least push the game. That's all my characters. For actions, I play 2 hideaways. Some play Cusco. I also like the card, but because you don't ramp as much, I don't think you should play it. The Cusco because the simple fact it costs a lot, and you don't always get that good opportunity where you like get the 6 safely. So hideaway just makes more sense for me because it's cheaper.
Yeah.
With more ramping, I might consider Cusco. And I played for my 61st and 62nd card was my 2 distracts. It was literally just to reduce attack point and get more draws. They actually came out a few times. They're fine, but if I find something better, I might take them out. But they were okay and they're inkable, so nothing much to say. 4 brawls, incredibly crucial, especially with the ice blocks. That helps you just remove anything, remove Sisu even, and Trip and other big characters. And 2 Let It Go. No one plays this card. I think it's incredibly underwhelming because sometimes you could just sing it with some of the bigger characters like Maui or Tamatoa, especially when the opponent just need 1 ink, 1 law to win. And then this thing is incredibly crucial. And it's inkable, which is important. I feel like it came a lot up, but it's just a 2 up for now.
It's also been one of my favorite removals when playing Sapphire.
Yeah, it's still really solid. But if there comes something else up, I might take it out. And finally, your only way to get rid of the entire field other than Sisu was Faraos. I used it a couple of times, but I lost it more because of Ursula than activated. So it's sad. But you still, I feel like 3 is important because the grand game, it just comes up and you want to see it in most games. It's really rare you don't want to see it. And if you do, you can always, like, at worst case, ink it with your fishbowl, which has happened a few times. So that's it.
So all in all, how did the deck perform?
I think it performed well, but I lost the first game against the one who came second place because of my bad. Because the deck is incredibly powerful, but it's not the most stable. It's not like pure, and it has to follow a certain streamline, which makes the deck a bit more incapable sometimes of winning than maybe a pure. But it has so much more steam than and high risk, high reward. So I think the deck has more potential, but I don't know if I'll continue playing it for now. I'll put it maybe on hold.
So on the final note, any shout-outs or any last comments?
Shout out to Rasmus, my friend, who helped me train for the deck, and my friend Laura, who also helped me give some new ideas for the deck, who actually came up with the original idea to how the new upgrade version have to set 5. So, and shout out to all my friends who want to test with me, and including Questing Vikings, see that channel, and thank you everyone.
So again, congratulations with the 3rd place and signing off.